Hello and welcome. Today we are playing some Diablo 3. We're taking a quick look at the newest patch which released yesterday, I believe, and the newest class, the Necromancer. Now, the Necromancer was a pretty iconic class from Diablo 2, and personally my favourite class in Diablo 2. Now, I wasn't a hardcore Diablo 2 player. I didn't do online stuff. I played it for the story, which is pretty cool. But I really enjoyed the Necromancer. So when they announced it for Diablo 3, it was definitely something I was going to pick up. But my main worry was, can they do the class any justice? Is it going to be as iconic as it was in Diablo 2? And will I enjoy the class as much as I did in Diablo 2? Now I have to say, the first thing that really pissed me off was that it's $12.99. It's £13 to buy the class, to unlock the class. And I think that is pretty high, considering you're only getting one class and a few extra bits like wings and a flag, which I don't even use. I think they look pretty tacky. So let me read exactly what we get for $12.99. So we get the Necromancer class, obviously. We get Wings of the Crypt Guardian, which are the bone wings. We get a half-formed goblin pet, a banner, flag, the portrait frame. We get 2 extra hero slots and 2 stash tabs. And you also have to have the Reaper of Souls expansion to get this pack. So if you're not that concerned about picking up the Necromancer, I'd suggest just wait until the price goes down a bit, because, I mean, 13 quid for a class, 2 character slots and some other crap. It's pretty expensive. It's definitely priced higher than what I thought it would be. But if, like me, if you're a big fan of the Necromancer from Diablo 2, I'd definitely say pick it up, give it a go. So after playing it for a short time, I definitely feel like they've done the class justice. It has some of the old classic skills, like the bone armor and the corpse explosion. One of my favourite spells is Siphon Blood, which is the main spell I'm using. So basically, I'm ripping the blood out of my enemies and absorbing it as health, which I think is pretty cool. You have the Summon the Skeleton Mages. Now, the Skeleton Mages don't last very long. They do some okay damage, and you can turn the mages into archers instead if you wanted to. You can also have them last longer at a higher level, which I haven't unlocked yet. You have the Command Skeletons, which is the one that gives you the 7 skeletons that follow you around. And they'll just passively follow you around and attack what you're attacking or whatever's in range. And you can also command them to attack something. And with higher level skills, you can upgrade their damage and send them into frenzies and stuff like that. The bone armor is pretty cool. It does an AoE attack. I don't think it does much damage, if any. I'm not quite sure. But it looks pretty cool. It's very beefy. And that, that's one of the iconic spells from Diablo 2, the bone armor. You just don't have the bones flying around you like you used to. So I've been playing now for a few hours. I've gotten to know the class a little bit. I like that you don't have to just build him as a ranged caster. You don't have to use his summoning spells at all. And you can have him as more of a melee character, which I think is pretty cool. But I enjoy being a caster. I like to stand back, watch all my little minions do all the fighting for me, and wreak havoc on whoever comes around. I just think it's pretty satisfying that I can just stand here and not do anything, and all my little minions are going to do all the fighting for me. I don't know, I guess I'm just lazy like that. Have the game play for me. So after playing for a few hours, he's definitely quickly becoming my favourite class in Diablo 3. Now, I am by no means a hardcore Diablo 3 player. I've only done one season, and that was the most recent one. I didn't really get into the game until they announced the release of the Necromancer. I'd played through the story and they did the expansion, but that's about it. I never did any of the seasons or any of the rifts and stuff like that. So now I've been getting back into the game. I've tried a few classes, the Demon Hunter, the Wizard, the Crusader was pretty cool as well. But nothing compares to the Necromancer for me, personally. I'm not sure what his endgame is like. As like I said, I've just started and I didn't get to play in the beta. I didn't get my beta invite, unfortunately. So yeah, overall, he's definitely a good addition to the game. I don't think it's worth paying the full price tag unless you're a really big fan of the Necromancer from Diablo 2. Now, it's not a straightforward copy-paste from Diablo 2. There are a few differences, and rightly so. But overall, I believe they did a really good job with the class, and is definitely going to be a great addition to the game. So, if you don't mind spending £13 for one class, and you're really looking forward to playing the Necromancer class, then I would recommend picking it up. But if you wasn't that big a fan of the Necromancer in Diablo 2, or the price just seems a little steep for you, I would definitely recommend waiting until it's either on sale or the price drops. So even though it's fastly becoming my favourite class to play in Diablo 3, mostly because of nostalgia, but it is a great class overall, I still think that the price is a little too steep for what you're actually getting. So I'm going to end the video here. This was my quick look at the Necromancer and giving you my thoughts on the pricing and the class itself. But I'd love to know what you guys think about it. So leave your thoughts in the comments. Are you going to get the Necromancer? Have you already bought the Necromancer? Do you have no interest in it at all? Just let me know down in the comments. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button and show some support by hitting subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.
When the lands are ruined and the champions of the light can no longer save those in need, but I will, for I wield the